Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will kick it away first. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll send the back in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anger. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Savage. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Now the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Throws to the wideout. He finds a dead spot in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And they will score. Touchdown Tide.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the move. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban Field on 3rd down. The play play-action fake. And as he throws, a strike downfield. He's loose down the middle. He's at the, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Finds us back in the middle.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. He's thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the touchdown, Bama. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds a man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch them on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Plenty of points on the board early, and they've got it back, trailing by 3, 17-14. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lift. He took the lift, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And he tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Complete in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. So go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his...
Brings into the open. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the tailback.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure.
Hey, yo, JD.
Sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down.
Look at number 3.
Open vertically down the field. I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Number 3. That's a receiver.
They'll go to the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
To their own 41.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense.
Come on here, man.
50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Hauls in the deep ball. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Tight end.
Just sit back and enjoy.
Come on, bro.
I mean, both these teams scoring at will. It's still the first half and just continuing to make big play after big play. Both offenses have just been blown.
Oh, wow. Ain't you casting a play action? Or is that the play? That's the play. That's the play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Come on, man.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tide crowd roaring noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Fuck that nigga.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that
Let's go
last
get
play,
him.
that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the
Damn
deflection,
bad play.
the offense is able to make the catch, and rookie, this drive is still going.
What a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here. Football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Rolled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
Bro.
another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Rushes on him. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to the end zone.
Oh, he caught that pig.
And they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big...
Turning it on. The 50. At the 30. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown time.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got the quarterback right now in a groove.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Hauls it in. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Rebels, the snap to the up man, they'll fake it. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite.
Throws.
They've got it down to the 20.
That was I lobbed it.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before
I
halftime.
missed that shit, man.
Missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
That
Oh,
shit
man, those
crazy,
dreaded
bro.
doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still
I be
counts
losing
as
to
a
sorry
miss
niggas
or a
like this
missed
too.
opportunity.
To the ground with the back.
Shit crazy. I be losing to sorry niggas like
In the
this.
locker room for halftime. First half in the books.
Nigga has no scheme, bro. He just know how to throw short passes all game. RTG.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're
He caught it.
down to
Oh, he
maximize
dropped it.
every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good night.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap.
They running stunts. They run. Matter of fact, all they run is stunts.
Crimson tide of noise.
Like that shit is.
Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the
Did he get it?
tight end. Doesn't
I didn't get it.
make
Fuck.
the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Nah,
Timeout is
bitch.
called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off. They fake it again.
Oh, I thought I faked it. I thought I put it as a regular. I put it as a regular. Oh well.
That fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
Pick that ball off.
Tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Gets it to the back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Alabama pushing the tempo. Offense changing the play. He's looking to throw on third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown.
Wow.
They are being aggressive.
Here's a hit. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. From the gun, the ground.
Oh, that shit's so lame.
A big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Bruh, he walk. You know that shit glitches the line when you walk up to the line and they what you call it?
Wants to go up top. Just a little bit too
I'm finna
much
leave
juice
this
on
shit.
that
I'm
one
finna
as the
quit right
freshman
now.
was taking a shot.
Just didn't
This
see
shit's stupid. He's overthrowing passes right in front of him, bro. I'm finna
Journey
leave,
begins
bro.
with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice game.
He losing 47-14.
And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem
Come
to
on, bro. Y'all
He's
not
out
blocking
there. He's
nobody.
making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
Who?
Lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. And
He threw that shit so bad.
Look of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. The 20.
He got Bama, bro.
And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The number one job on the quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking. You get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the
I
game.
ain't throw them ball, bro.
They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The give on the option. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Complete to the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knowles. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Rebels are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision.
I ain't got no QB.
Right there, that was one of those times.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Southern Miss came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Hattiesburg had to sweat
Hit that nigga,
for
bro.
much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless, the outcome outcome today, guys. These are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive
Shit
moving
crazy.
and give them a first down.
Shit is insane.
On this offense right now. 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running.
They is blocking so amazing for this nigga, and he is doing bullshit.
To the end zone. Touchdown,
Like, that shit is so garbage, bro.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown.
All of a sudden, we can't get nothing, gang. Like, this shit is annoying, bro.
Knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They got Alabama,
And
bro.
it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
It is what it is. Oh,
Send the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on.
I ain't even in the SEC. That's the crazy part.
Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to
And,
stop them, right? You're a little bit
12.
upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was
Yeah, well, I had Houston. You just told me pick a new team, and he'll move that team to get a new team, and he'll move them.
They have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Shit is
It's hard to
ass.
stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to.
Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's
This
brought
nigga
down,
so
but now
he
he's
hurt,
turned
bro.
that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action on first down.
Kick that off, bro. You didn't even look for it.
Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll try the toss to the left. Running into the open space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Let's go! Trying to slam in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they have to go the length of the field if I missed.
He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The Rebels buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Spinderella.
Returner is tackled down at the 37, and your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After the 3-yard pickup. They come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Skips away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got the...
Catch and stride inside the 15.
Nigga corny as fuck.
Brought down at the 15.
Well, I love play callers.
You run the ball, kill the clock.
Regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Looking for the score. Touchdown time. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Burden. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter.
Makes the grab past the marker. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This time, time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Burden. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Has to get there to move the sticks. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And I like the decision to go for it on 4th down. This running back's had some big moments in this game so far, and you're at about midfield, so you trust him one more time. This guy's gotten into a groove. He's been able to make the plays when necessary, and he makes a huge one there.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.